Hello, welcome to our brokerage firm. Would you like to buy some stock?
Yes, I want to play China. China, give me some China investment plays.
How about some US growth stocks? We have some, and they are very cheap.
No, I want China.
I think I recognize you. Have you been to our offices before?
Yes, I had an account here the last time I was this excited about stocks.
When was that?
In 2000.
Oh, yes, I remember. You were buying America Online, WorldCom, Nortel and Lucent Technologies with reckless abandon in the technology bubble. How did that work out for you?
Now I want China. It will work this time. I want some copper and metallurgical coal. I want to play China.
Why do you want to play China in your portfolio?
Because China is growing, and we are not.
Have you considered how China is generating growth?
No, I just want China. I value the flexibility of top-down leadership.
When the imbalances hit the fan in 2008, the less top-down US bit the bullet on 10% unemployment, let the dollar gyrate wildly, and then rapidly addressed in a liquidity event before it led to insolvency. China refused to accept any unemployment, stringently fixed the currency, and then spent one-third of annual GDP on construction in about a year using bank loans. Does that sound like flexibility to you?
I still have faith in the leadership of China.
The leadership of China also seeks to fix the cost of money, which is the interest rate, and fix the quantity of money simultaneously. How many times has that been done successfully, do you know?
How many?
0.
But China invented the number 0. We have imbalances. I want China.
But the US imbalances are with China. Since the US economy is 3 times larger than China, then perhaps China is just a reflection of US imbalances. Except on steroids, of course.
I do not care. China will replace the US as the dominant superpower. I want China.
Do you mean China will replace the same way the US replaced Great Britain in the first half of the 20th century?
Yes.
It took 2 world wars and 2 depressions for the US to replace Great Britain. Do you think China will be able to do it with barely a bump in the road?
Yes. I want some China investments. I know they will work, because CNBC told me so.
You are more annoying than Cato on the Green Hornet after he got a speaking role.
Chinese banks successfully raised equity in the US, and that was wise. Chinese banks are some of the largest in assets.
Yes, it was wise to sell equity. If you were about to cut off the lending and anticipated bad loans, you too would seek foreign capital for future charge-offs to the loan portfolio. Also, weren't Japanese banks once the world's largest by assets?
But Japan is not China. We can learn from China.
Learn from China? I remember in my graduate business school in the 1980s we studied Japanese consensus management. My professor said then we should learn from Japan.
I do not care. I want a China investment.
How about US real estate? Since China has no property rights, maybe they will just buy US property. So how about a real estate investment trust? Or distressed debt for high-profile property that may be found desirable by wealthy Chinese?
No, I want commodities. I want to play China. Give me some copper and coal.
I'm sorry, but our brokerage firm played commodities in the previous decade and no longer has any interest.
Why?
Because when people like yourself started buying exchange-traded commodity funds despite being chopped up by negative roll yield and contango, it was time to get out. It was fun, while it lasted though.
What is contango?
It is a dance. So may I interest you in some large capitalization US growth stocks? The ability to grow unit sales without volatility or reliance on pricing power is of great value, and growth stock valuations are pretty low.
No, I want China plays.
You have the memory of a gnat. But I can make one suggestion for a Chinese investment.
What is that?
There are 41,000 Chinese restaurants in the US, which is 3 times more than there are McDonald's franchises. Maybe you can buy a Chinese restaurant.
Yes, that is an idea.
Okay, see you again in 10 years. Goodbye.